Hi, my name is Michael Strauss, and for my Do Something and Report It, I did a small home audit to see the efficiency of my house. That is the beautiful mansion I call my home in the middle of Dinkytown. As you can see, it's pretty old. It definitely has some character, and with that character comes a lot of inefficiencies I found. So first, I'm going to take you through some of the window issues and also cracks near doors um, where a lot of the cold air was coming in through. So from those pictures, you can see that there are quite a few issues with the windows and doors in the house. The most obvious issue, a few of the windows are broken. Um, Most of these are double paned windows, and so the first pane is broken in due to some careless activities from my roommates. This allows a lot more air to come in and is a pretty big issue. Another issue is the wooden frames for the windows. Although wood is a fairly good insulator, um, due to how old the house is, a lot of the wood is warped and you can see gaps in the windows. So it just really lets a lot of cold air in. Um, a big issue with the doors is they don't fully seal. So you can actually see light coming in even when the door is closed. So obviously a lot of cold air is going to come in through the doors as well. After seeing and feeling just how much cold air was coming in by the windows and the doors, we thought it was important to try to do something about it. However, we lease from a fairly large leasing company in Dinkytown who don't really do the best job at keeping homes energy efficient. Um, and since we're only leasing for 2 years, it doesn't really make financial sense for us to buy new windows or do some of the things that we really need to do to help. However, there are quite a few things you can do on a cheap college budget to still help. As you can see from those previous pictures, we lined all our windows with two sheets of plastic. Air actually works as a pretty good insulator, so this helps keep um, a lot of the warm air in, especially for the windows who have broken glass. We also looked and felt any cold spaces that were coming in through walls or cracks in walls or by the doors, and we also filled that up with plastic and duct tape. Duct tape can fix just about anything, and while it doesn't do the greatest job, it definitely helped. After taking a look at how to improve the insulation of our house, I thought it'd be another good idea to look at a little bit of the electricity use and what some of the big electricity wasters are in the house. An easy way to do that is to get a kilowatt easy electricity inspector. This will measure how much electricity each appliance is using. Pretty easy to use. You just plug this into an outlet and then you plug whatever you want to see into this, and it'll tell you the cost of running that for a day, a week, a month, or a year. It's pretty simple to use. First, you just got to put in how much you're charged per kilowatt hour. In Minnesota, it's 10.9 cents per kilowatt hour. The U.S. average is 12 cents per kilowatt hour. So once you plug that in, it shows how much the wattage of what it's using and what that means for your electricity bill. The place I really checked out the differences were on fridges and mini fridges in my house. As you can see from the two pictures, the refrigerators in our house are pretty old. The first one is probably from the 80s, and the second one a little bit newer, but probably from the 90s. The issue with this is older refrigerators are much less efficient than new ones. According to the California Energy Commission, um, refrigerators that are over 20 years old use 60% more electricity than the newer models. And this proved to be correct when I checked it out with the kilowatt um, watt measurer, um, it said that the cost would be about $260 a year for the old fridge, and only a little bit cheaper at $245 a year for the newer fridge. So this is a lot of money to be running both of these. We actually have 3 full-size fridges in our house. When I compared my mini fridge and my roommate's mini fridge, I also saw some difference in energy use. My energy fridge, which was the first picture, is taller and it has a small freezer on top of the fridge. My roommate just has a smaller box fridge. When plugging it into the watt measurer, I found that mine uses about 2.9. Mine costs about $2.9 per week to run, which turns out to be about $12 a month, and his costs just over $2 a week, so about $8.50 per month. So even just a small difference in mini fridge can be about $4 per month to use. So when I looked at the differences in this, it's easy to see that there's a lot of room to save in your house by getting energy efficient equipment and appliances. With the fridges, we could save over $150 a year by switching to 2 energy saver fridges instead, which would make off for the cost of the fridges within a decade. Unfortunately, we lease here, like I said before, so these changes aren't something we can do, but it's definitely interesting to look at just how much energy appliances are using, even when you don't think about it. Thanks.